Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the new trading week. Obviously crypto markets are open at the weekend, but yeah, for traditional markets. But yeah, welcome to the new trading week. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to the Bitcoin charts. So Bitcoin on the 4 hour, you can see we're having a little bit of a pullback from this resistance zone, which is to be expected. Obviously we had some upward price action over the weekend, which has basically reverted to basically the price it was on Friday. So that also is kind of what I look for over weekend price action, because I mean, if the traditional markets are open, the CMEs are open, then you kind of expect Bitcoin just to be waiting to take its lead from those markets. But anyway, so yeah, you see we pulled back. We're obviously at a level in the short term here where we could get supported, although we're actually a little bit below at the moment, which is around 55,800 level. But we are trading below that, a few $100s below that. So yeah, if we basically close candles down here, then realistically, I would be looking at basically a test of the old resistance, which is hopefully be new support for the price action, which will basically be around 52,000. So that's another good $3,500 below current price action. Obviously not necessarily in one candle, but for Bitcoin potentially to make its way down there and then decide, is it going to get supported there, play in that range, have a few wicks below 52,000, shake some people out, and then continue sideways in the range and eventually break up. That would look perfectly fine, perfectly nice for the chart. In the medium term for it to do that. So yeah, that is Bitcoin having a bit of a pullback. Yeah, I mean realistically targets in this pullback around 52, 53, and then assess the situation there. Obviously if we do turn back around, then we've still got our upside resistance. So Ethereum Bitcoin looking terrible, is looking terrible. It just can't catch a break. We are at a 4 hour buy 9, so maybe that can get us going. We did rally up into basically the sell 9 and reacted off that. So we are basically at a 4 hour buy 9 at an important horizontal. So at this spot 033 level. So if we're gonna have even just a dead cat bounce, you would expect it to be from this level. Ethereum USD as well, you can see, is testing this horizontal as well. So maybe the Ethereum does get picked up here. Maybe Bitcoin just trades sideways, and Ethereum bounces here. Maybe we do get a move up in that pair, but in the Ethereum Satoshi pairing. But yeah, at present is not looking good. Over here for the Bitcoin dominance, I mean the Bitcoin dominance is not looking too bad. You can see we're still we're actually testing this trend line. We will draw it in. I'm not necessarily a massive fan of these sorts of trend lines in the Bitcoin dominance, but obviously breaking above this from just a pure TA point would be bullish. So it would then obviously expect some acceleration to the upside, but obviously we've got to do that, but we're right at it pretty much. We're right at that, so got to keep an eye on that. DXY having a little of a pullback up as well, pull back up to this $90.5 level, which is a level we could potentially get rejected for and continue down. But if we do break above and hold above here, then we'll be potentially expecting more upside. But is that what I expect? Not necessarily. So yeah, I think markets are pretty much just waiting for traditional markets to open. So in the US, that is. So yes, that is pretty much everything covered on here. So yeah, Bitcoin stochastics, we were saying they were looking a bit toppy. We were saying that they were looking long-term bullish based on these higher time frames, but in the median time frames, we're looking like we could potentially trade out this range, which is looking like what is happening on price action. And now if you go over to the stochastics, you can see 4 hours diving now. This aggressive trend line we had has now been lost. 10 hour also, we were looking at 10 hours pretty toppy, as you can see, coming down from a very high height here, but it is nonetheless coming down, but it's not got into this purple zone yet. But it is obviously coming down, and 12 hour crossing down as well from a very toppy level. Same with daily. Same with 2-day now. 3-day I still got a room to run. 5-day looking good, and weekly looking good. So again, pretty much from the stochastics, purely from the stochastics read, it's pretty much what I was saying before. We're looking toppy. It is not like it's bull run over, but it is looking more like we're going to trade some sideways within the range. And what would be a nice range would be 52,000 to, well, 58,000. So is that going to be our bag for the next week or so, maybe even the next couple of weeks? If that does happen, then that would give this Satoshi pairing for Ethereum every chance to basically bounce and make some move to the upside. So we'll have to see. Obviously Ethereum's getting a bit of issues now with transaction fees. Well, not now, it's been having them for a while. It's getting potential competition from obviously various angles. So the shine has been taken off Ethereum, but that's obviously this move, isn't it, we've had. So is it going to continue? Is Ethereum going to re-establish itself? Is it? Lots of is-its, lots of question marks here. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for this morning. Yeah, waiting for direction from when the US markets open. I would say, but yeah, I mean, sideways these stochastics, especially on higher time frames, well, I say not the highest, but the higher time frames are looking like they're signaling consolidation. And yeah, I mean, consolidation within 58 to 52k for a few weeks with altcoins going mad would be exactly what the dots are ordered. So there you go, guys. Again, happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today because that new project that I've been looking at is available to buy in about 8 hours. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. So thanks for listening, guys, and I shall speak to you then.